my goodness. Do you know what it is? It is National Keto Day. So I'm super excited. And also it's Saturday. And it's a hang out and be lazy day. And I thought, you know what? What better idea could I have? I just want to turn this down a teeny little bit. What we're going to do today is we're going to do my favorite Keto 101 breakfast. And I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite breakfast alternatives. So we can hashtag Keto Wars. And we can celebrate National Keto Day same time. Like 2 birds, 1 stone. Hello, Dory. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make a hot instant non-oatmeal. So I don't know about you guys, but back in the day, I loved things like oatmeal, Sunny Boy, cream of wheat. I really, especially in the winter months, I really enjoyed that hot bowl of cereal to start my day. You know, the one that your mama said would stick to your ribs? And she'd be like, get that oatmeal in you, girl. You need something to stick to your ribs for the day. So I found that when I started keto, I sometimes missed some of those traditional stick to your ribs kind of foods. So today we're going to do, the Diet King Health Monster is on. So I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I haven't posted anywhere yet. We're going to meet him on Monday. So Monday, 4 p.m. Mountain, join me live and we're going to get together with the Diet King Health Monster and I'm excited. We're going to have so much fun. I decided we all love classics and oldies, so I called it Kicking It Old School Keto. And we're going to talk about some of the classics. And he loves the Doors, so, you know, there might be Doors music. Spoiler alert, there might be. Just, I'm warning you in advance, there might be some, you know, some Doors music for our dance-in. So, stay tuned Monday for that, because that's going to be super fun. And actually, wait until I post it. We have, like, a killer day Monday. We have 2 awesome lives on Monday. Stay tuned. We're also meeting a brand new doctor, so stay tuned. So what we're going to do today is it's a variation on a chia pudding. Now, you can make this as a chilled chia pudding, or you can make it as a hot instant like we're doing right now. I think maybe tomorrow or the next day we'll do a video on the overnight non-oats. Today, we're just going to do the instant one. Now, I'm making a small serving for me. This will be my entire meal. But for you guys, this is a great side dish to your breakfast. So I would make one of these and maybe have an egg and 2 pieces of bacon and then have your tea or coffee with it. But we know Dory's small stomach, meal for me. So we're going to start out with 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. We're going to add a tablespoon or 2 of hemp heart. Hemp heart is my favorite and I love the taste. Now I'll warn you, it has like a very nutty sort of flavor to it. So if you don't like the flavor of hemp heart, omit this and put something else instead. I double up the hemp heart because, man, I love it. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of ground flax. This can be the brown or it can be the yellow. Now, I find the difference in flavor. This one tastes more like oatmeal and this one tastes more like a rye bread. So if you want that sort of almost rye bread flavor, go with the blonde ground flax. So we're going to add a tablespoon, a nice heaping tablespoon of our ground flax. Now to that, I add any combination of nuts, seeds, or coconut that I'm in the mood for. So this is my base. And then from here, I can add whatever I want. So I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of unsweetened shredded coconut. I really like the texture that coconut adds to it. It does give it that oatmeal-y kind of chew. And then I add a little bit of my favorite nuts. So we're going to add some pecan pieces and I think maybe we'll use a little bit of walnut today. So I'm just going to break up a couple pieces. It's not a huge serving of nut, but this is a lot of fiber. So if you're struggling with fibery issues, if you've just started and you know, are having a few issues, perhaps, this is very helpful for that, and it will get things moving. I find for me, I eat a fair amount of my fiber in this form, and it works really well for me personally. So you guys can see what our combo looks like when it's all dry now. So we've got everything in there. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of boiling water to it. And then when I serve it, I will usually have it with either butter or coconut oil, and then a little bit of sweetener and some cinnamon. So we're going to add the cinnamon to it as well. Let me pull out my cinnamons. I should really like think about pulling out all my spices and stuff before I start doing this. This is how well organized Dory is. Speaking of spices, okay guys, so I kind of have like, okay, so I probably shouldn't talk to you about it quite yet because I don't really have all the details yet, but I had a really cool idea, and we're going to do something together this year. I'm going to put together a really cool giveaway. So we're going to do it for our hunting and fishing men. So we're going to try to pull together some really cool tack companies and maybe like some apparel and some keto snacks, and we're going to put it all together and we're going to do a giveaway because I think that's going to be really, really fun. So stay tuned for that. I literally thought of it this morning talking to Pat. Pat, you're a genius, by the way. Like, I love you. You're a genius. And we're going to get it together and we're going to have some really lot of fun because I think this year is the year to reach outside of our keto world. It's time for us to start getting what we do out to everybody, you know, mainstream. And you know what? Our men who go on hunting and fishing trips, they're our average men. And let's be honest, they're the same boys who are giving you ladies heck at home and saying things like, heck no, I ain't eating that cauliflower. So let's hit them where it matters and, you know, give them something to look forward to. So we're going to add a bit of boiled water to this, and the same thing. It depends on how you like your oatmeal. If you like a thinner oatmeal, then add less water. If you like the oatmeal where that spoon stands up in your bowl, add a little bit more water. I'm kind of a right in between girl. I don't like it soupy, but I don't like it really thick either. So for me, I add probably about a third to a half of a cup of water, and then we're going to check the texture and we're going to put this in the microwave. Now what it's going to do is it's going to open up your chia seeds the same as if you were soaking it overnight in the liquid. And the overnight oats, guys, man, it's so easy. It's so quick. Like, you literally throw everything you like, the liquid, put it in the fridge, and in the morning it's ready. So I'm going to let you guys take a look at it right now, what it looks like texture-wise. And we're going to pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Now, I will say this is more often my bed night snack than my morning meal because I was a cereal at bedtime kind of girl. But when I was ready to eat today, because it's 2 o'clock now here, I kind of felt like having salami nachos, but I was like, I already made that with you guys last night. So I have to make something different. And this is a really good one that you guys might not have seen yet. And it's so basic, you can make it out of so many different flavors. Like, you can add anything that you want to this. You could add banana flavoring and a couple chocolate chips. You could add some maple flavor extract and some crumbled bacon with your butter. Endless. Like, you name the flavor, and this is your way to be able to have that and enjoy that. Okay, so we are all done. It is fully cooked, so I'm going to move it around so you guys can see the texture. Now again, for me, this is the texture that I like. If you want a more firm oatmeal, then you would just add a little bit less water or microwave it a little bit longer. And then to that, I'm going to add my butter, and I'm going to take a nice big blob of butter to melt on there. I sprinkle just a little bit more cinnamon for the prettiness on top of the butter. And then I add my sweetener of choice, whichever sweetener I feel like using today. And I think today, let's use my ethereal blend. So now, you guys often ask me about sweeteners. I live in Canada, so I don't really get to buy the branded sweeteners. Where I purchase, they're available in bulk. So what it says to me when I buy it is ethereal blend. So just if you're curious what I use. And I find this one equals out very similar to regular sugar. And I just put a little sprinkle on top. And then we're done. That's our hot oatmeal. And man, you can't go wrong. Like, if you're looking for that good old-fashioned grandma says it sticks to your ribs breakfast, this one is it all day long. So I'm gonna have a couple bites. I'm gonna scroll and see if you guys have any questions today. And then, yeah, maybe we'll just chat a little bit about what's going on. I am so full of ideas this year. It's like, it's our year, I swear it. Like, Oh my God, that's so good though. For me, it's close enough to oatmeal. You're never gonna get exactly oatmeal, but for me, it gives me the flavor, the texture, the idea I'm looking for. And I do find this to be more similar to a Sunny Boy. So if you loved those multi-grainy hot cereals, this is your this. Now, you could also do a variation of rice pudding with this, where you would add heavy cream and your cinnamon and your sweetener, and it would taste very similar to a rice pudding. So that's a nice option too that you can keep in mind. Oh, look at all my ladies. You guys are so up on it today. Oh my goodness, I love you all. Hello, Robin, Lisa, Deborah, Teresa. Hello, my darlings. Maria. Maria says, I'm trying to tag you on the Keto Wars, but it's not working. What are you doing wrong? Okay. This is so good. Later today, I'm going to film a video for you guys, and this is what we're going to do. Because you know what? In the last couple of days, I've done a couple walkthroughs on what is Instagram, how does it work, how do you tag. So I'm going to film a video of that today, like me showing my phone, how you do it. Then we're going to watch it as a watch party, so if you guys have more questions. But while we're talking about it now, I'm going to show you how you go about tagging somebody. So let's look at any one of my posts. It doesn't matter. We'll look at the one that we did today for the bacon celebration. So what you're going to do is see how it's got these 3 dots at the very top of your post, any post that you've made. So you click on that, click on edit. So see how it brings you to the words that you have that you've written at the bottom. This is also where we hashtag. So when you write in hashtag, let me turn that way for you guys, hashtag Keto Wars, it goes here. See where it's got all the little hashtag stuff? That's where you hashtag. Then if you want to tag me, see how it's got this little person right above there that says tag people? So you click on that, and then it tells you to tap the picture to tag a person. And something pops up that says, who is this? And then you enter at Colorful Keto. Let me just turn this way so I'm not coordinated backwards. And as soon as you start to type up my name, see how my picture pops up like that? You click on that little picture, and now it shows that this picture is this person, and you click OK on it. So now I'm going to show you how a tag works, and you guys will know why you tag me. So when you're looking at my main page or your main page, anybody's main page, see how it's got this square with all of the squares, one square, and then it looks like a little person in a tent? Turn it this way. So we've got the square with all the squares, the one square, and the person in the tent. So the all squares is your page, my page, what everybody sees. The one in the middle is if you want to scroll by one post at a time. Time waster, don't bother. This one here, this little tab that looks like a person in a tent, this is my tagged feed. So what that means is these are posts that I did not make, but somebody tagged me in them. So when you add my name as a tag, your picture shows up here under, let me turn it so you guys can see, under my tagged posts. So say for example, this is one my hairdresser made. She posted a picture of my hair and she tagged me. This one is a recipe that somebody made that they wanted me to see and they tagged me. So when you tag me on a post, let me turn it this way so you guys can see. When you tag me on a post, this is where it shows up in my page. So say for example, you made a recipe of mine and you want me to see it, or you found a really cool post and you don't want me to miss it. You can tag me in it, and then it shows up in my tagged posts. So anything that you want to make sure I see, or you want for me to share for you, then you can tag me on that and I will see it, and that's where other people can view it. So that's the quick rundown, and then later we're gonna do a whole, like I said, I'm gonna film a video, we'll do it as a watch party, and I will tell you it changes all of the time. Like, it's different now than it was last month, it'll be different next month. You know what, we'll re-watch the watch party on a semi-regular, and we can talk about what's changed and what's different, because here's the thing, we want to share the content that's out there. I know we do. I do. You guys do. There's so much out there that we want to share, but we don't know how. How do I tag a post? How do I share a post? How do I repost a post? How do I tag something on Facebook? How do I share a YouTube video? So I think it's going to be really helpful for us to revisit that every couple of months and just update ourselves on what's new and how we're sharing the stuff that we want to share, because everybody's putting out great content. We help them by sharing it so that more people see it. And then it's easier for us all. There's less people picking on us. Like, let's be honest. Oh, Deborah, Mrs. No Bake Oatmeal Cookies. Okay, so that's my favorite. This is what I do for that. So for that, I take a half and half combination of raw cacao butter and chocolate chips. So I have two brands that I use. I have the Lily's chocolate chips, which they sent to me and I love them for. And locally, I'm able to buy the Krista chips. So I do equal parts of my chocolate chips and my raw cacao butter. You melt them down, and then what I add is a combination of basically kind of this. So you use coconut, you use some hemp heart, and it gives you that nice oatmeal-y texture. You add it to your chocolate, make it in drop cookies, and chill them, and you're done. Aces, bases, done. And it's even quicker than the old-fashioned recipe where you had to melt 2 cups of sugar and wait until it was caramelized. This is easy. You just melt your chocolate, you add your stuff, you chill it, you're done. Easy peasy. The other thing I like to do, and they're not a no-bake, but they're my favorite. You use a cup of coconut, 1 egg, and a little bit of sweetener. That's it. You put them on your cookie sheet and you bake them, and they're macaroons. Then I dip them and drizzle them in chocolate, like the 2-bite ones that you can get that aren't healthy. But they look pretty. Oh, thank you for sharing, Deborah. I love you, lady. Hello, Miss Ruth and Sherry. Matt Crystal. Happy National Keto Day, baby. I want to know how you guys are celebrating. What are you eating today? I have to make something with bacon, because bacon, baby. Bacon. I don't know what we're eating with bacon, but it's definitely having bacon, and then I'm going to put some bacon on it. Just saying. Like, I'm going to make some bacon, and then I'm going to put some bacon on it, and then we'll rub a little bacon grease on it. Like, whatever it is that we eat. That's how that's going down today. I was actually thinking I might make some spice nuts today with some spicy Italian sausage fat. That would be super yummy. So let me know if you guys want to hang out and do that, because it's another one of my super quick, easy, it takes me 10 minutes to make it. It's a really yummy snack. It goes good on the go. I carry them in my purse when I go shopping so I don't eat bad things. Ooh, Wendy's peanut butter dessert. Oh my God, Snoochie, tag me, and we'll totally check that out, because oh my God, I want that now. I can't have peanut butter, but for you guys, because I love you guys, I do have a peanut butter replacement that I make that tastes sort of like peanut butter, but not really. It just mostly tastes like dead pieces of my soul. And then peanuts. with peanuts on it. I make it out of mixed nuts and a little bit of hemp heart, and then I add peanut butter flavor extract. And it's seriously, it's not that bad, guys. Like, it's really not broken pieces of my soul. But I do miss peanut butter. Like, I'm totally sad about peanut butter. I really am. Oh my God, Sherry, you finally caught me live. Oh my God, girl. Oh my God, you are forever on the replay. I love you. You are like my replay sister. I don't seem to go live at convenient times for you, but I love that you make time for me when you have time. And I want to tell you guys that I super appreciate when you watch on the replay. Like, if you don't catch me live, don't think, oh, well, I missed it. Dory doesn't care. I love it when you guys comment and watch on the replay, because then I can chat with you guys after the video is done too. So watch on the replay. I love it. And we could do watch parties and watch it together. So fun. Oh my God, that's it. Oh, the Nancy. I love you, Nancy. I have to rewatch your live, speaking of watching on the replay. If you guys missed it, Keto for Real Life People did an awesome live today too, where she showed you guys some snacks and stuff. Did you make what you talked about we were going to making? Type it in there. Tease them a little. Let them know what you made. Oh, Deborah says she got a really good cookie recipe that her sister makes when she visits her in Texas. Share, baby. We love cookies. Like, come to the keto side. We have cookies. Just saying. We have really good cookies too. Like, you know, I hate to like rub your nose in it or anything, but really good cookies. Ooh, Deborah said she made deviled eggs with bacon chips mixed in it, and then bacon chips sprinkled on top. Oh my God, who wants to be my new best friend? Deborah. Deborah wants to be my new best friend. Oh my goodness. Joette made deviled eggs today too with ranch seasoning. Oh my goodness. So yummy. Kathy. Yeah, Crystal, dead pieces of my soul. I'll show you guys my fake peanut butter, because it really isn't as bad as I say it is. I'm really just like being a cow about it, because it's not actual peanut butter. But what I do is, this is a blend of pecan, walnut, it's got a little bit of hemp heart, and then I add peanut butter flavor extract, so it, like I said, kind of tastes like peanuts and dead pieces of my soul. Only because I miss peanut butter so much. Like, oh my God, guys, I miss peanut butter. Why did you let me do that to myself? It's your fault. Well, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I was working on a peanut butter recipe for peanut butter snowballs. Do you remember those with the Rice Krispies in them? And then they were rolled in coconut. So I was working on a variation of that, and it tasted really good. And I ate that every night for like a week, because you have to perfect the recipe. Like, I can't give you guys garbage. Like, come on, let's be honest. So for you guys, because I suffer for you, I had to. Like, I totally had to eat 3 or 4 tablespoons of peanut butter every night for a week, so that I could make, the ratios exactly perfect. And a couple days in, well, a week later, I said to my kid, you know what, I really feel like somebody hit me with their car, and I don't understand, because I haven't eaten anything that's not keto. And he goes, well, Mom, I have handed you that bowl of peanut butter stuff like a couple times this week. And I was like, shut up your face. Peanut butter is just fine. You shut up. And then I realized, certainly it was. Like, it was certainly the peanut butter that I was eating. So then I thought, well, you know what? Maybe it's because there's just a little bit of sugar in my peanut butter. Like, I won't lie. I rationed that out and went, okay, I can't get totally peanut-free peanut butter. I'll buy this. It's not the end of the world. So I thought, well, you know what? There's a little bit of sugar. There's like a gram of sugar in the peanut butter I'm eating. Maybe it's the sugar. So I thought, I'll buy just whole peanuts. I'll make my own, and then it won't make me sick. Bad plan. Still makes me sick. I went for a few months without peanut butter, and I thought, well, you know what? I've been like 4 or 6 months without peanut butter. I can maybe just reintroduce a little bit back again. Nope. Nope. Peanuts are officially off the list for me, and I just accept it now. So if I want peanut flavored things, I use peanut flavored extract. Then I can still have it, and I don't have to be sick, because even just the tiniest lick of peanut butter off of my finger it's now enough to make me sick. So, ooh, Snoochie makes almond butter, and I do that one too. I do almond, I do walnut, I do pecan, and then my favorite, I do a maple bacon walnut butter. And I make it with rendered bacon fat, bits of crumbled bacon, walnut, and then maple flavored extract, and just the teeniest bit of sweetener. And it's like, it's heaven in a bowl. And then my favorite way to eat that is on vanilla ice cream, I won't lie. Sugar-free vanilla ice cream with bacon, maple, walnut butter on it it's beyond heavenly. Like, I'm just going to take a bite and let you guys think about that, because, I'll stir it for you guys close too so you can see. Now, for me, I will probably only eat half of this at a time. It's a lot of fiber to take in at once. But for you guys, it's a perfect size side dish to go with your breakfast. So if you're like, you know what, I'm tired of having, 3 eggs and bacon every day, what else can I have? You can do that. Ooh. Okay. So, Awesome R Groans, I don't know, says that they miss maple syrup. So I have a couple options for that. Now, I will tell you guys, sadly, where I live, what's available for me to buy is not the best. I do buy it once in a blue moon, just so that I have something on hand, mostly for my family. I don't usually eat it myself. But this one is the Ed Smith, and it's made with sucralose. So that's why it's not my bestie favorite. What I like to do is I like to warm up a little bit of water and butter, and then I add maple flavoring to it and a little bit of sweetener, and I just cook that down until it thickens a little bit to make my own maple syrup. But you don't always have time for that. Let's be honest. Like, if I'm already going to make keto pancakes or waffles or something that I'm going to put my maple syrup on, I don't always have time to make the syrup from scratch as well. So these are kind of the things that we have to factor out. You know what? In my daily life, I use this once in a blue moon. Not even once a month. I would say maybe once every 3 months I will use a product like this. But I would rather have it on hand and know that if I'm running short on time, I have an option. It might not be the best option, but it's better than eating the syrup that my family eats, which is this one. So this one in comparison has per 4 tablespoons, and I hate that they make me buy it, by the way, just saying. And mostly I make them use this one. This one has, you're going to love this, 57 grams of carbohydrates in 4 tablespoons. So they call 4 tablespoons a serving because it probably is, and most of us use more syrup than that. So in your 1 serving of this, you're getting 57 grams of carbohydrates and 28 grams of sugar in 4 tablespoons. So if condiments are your one give and you're like, you know what, I'm giving up everything else anyways, this is probably not one you want to be like, oh, I'm doing it as a give. Something like this could be your give. So this one for 3 tablespoons is 7 grams of carbs and 7 grams of sugars. So, and those would be sugar alcohols because it's sucralose. So technically this one kinda zeroes out. But again, it's not something that I'm like, ooh, it zeroes out. I'm going to put 6 tablespoons of it on my stuff. So you do want to be leery, and for some people, sucralose bothers them. I have a goat gut, and I seem to be able to eat any sweetener. There doesn't seem to be any sweetener that bothers Dory, even the really bad ones that we're not supposed to eat because they give everybody the runs. They don't seem to bother me. But if sucralose bothers you, this may or may not even be a give. But for me, the choice between this and this is a super easy choice. The choice between this and homemade is a better choice. But if you don't have time, here's my question to you. Are you making a good choice regardless? Is it still like a million times a better choice? And I say yes, all day long, all day long. If you can make your own, make your own. I always encourage you, if you can make it at home, do that for a couple of reasons. One, it's hella cheaper. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Anything you want to make at home is going to be cheaper than going out and buying it. But we don't all have that available time. So we need to figure out our budget between our dietary needs and our available time. And I won't lie to you, every single day is one of those choices for me. Am I doing my bestie best, or am I kind of meeting somewhere in the middle of the road today? And I think as long as we're making a better choice, then that's going to add up, right? If you make one healthy choice every day, at the end of a year, you've made 365 healthy choices. Now, somebody could rag on you and be like, ugh, one healthy choice, like that's going to make a difference in your life. Well, you know what? One healthy choice by itself might not. But 365 healthy choices, please tell me how at the end of the year that's not going to benefit you. Oh, yes, Nancy, Chalk Zero. They're amazing, and I am dying for them to be able to ship to Canada because, man, girl, I won't even lie. I try to charm them all the time, and they're like, we love you, Dory, but we don't ship there. And I'm like, oh, but please, just for me, you could, like, totally make an exception. I won't tell everyone. Liar. Liar! We can't send you some, Dory. We don't ship it there. If we send it to you, then you'll tell everybody you have some, and they'll be like, oh, when did you get Canadian shipping? And I will have to say, but they don't. So, dang it. Dang it all anyways. But man, I would be all up over the Chalk Zero. Like, the ingredient list is so awesome. If you could, Nancy, I would love for you to post that link for me on Facebook. And then if you get a chance, maybe post it on Instagram and tag me. Because, girl, you are not wrong. Like, Chalk Zero changes the world. And the texture of it is what made Nancy's pie. Because it has the right viscosity to caramelize. And mine wouldn't. I tried it with mine, it didn't work. I tried it with my homemade sauce, it didn't work. So I do know that when it comes to things like that, ingredients matter in some of these recipes. Like, if you look at Nancy's recipe for her pecan pie, and you go, oh, well, she used Chalk Zero, and I don't have Chalk Zero, I'm going to use this Ed Smith stuff that I've got. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because Ed Smith doesn't have the same ingredients as the one that Nancy used. So bear that in mind when you're looking at recipes as well. Some things we can substitute. Some things you can't just cross swap out. A lot of people will say something like, Dory, this recipe calls for swerve, and I don't have swerve, I have etherol. How do I swap that? Well, I don't really know because A, I don't have either of those sweeteners to taste. And even if I did, my palate is different than yours. So if I said to you, oh, okay, so swap out a half of a cup of swerve for a half of a cup of etherol, being that I haven't ever tasted either of those, and then you message me and say, well, that was really gross, Dory. You like that? Well, I don't know. I would just guessing. I would just guessing. So I always say your sweetener of choice to taste. Because each sweetener reacts differently in recipes. Each flavoring is different. Some are more like a real sugar that swap one for one. Some are so much sweeter than sugar that you use like a quarter of the amount. So I always say start low, add a teeny little bit of sweetener, taste it. Add a teeny little bit more. And I'm going to tell you another secret. As your taste buds change, you won't want it quite as sweet. You'll gradually desire it to be less sweet. So start with a little bit, add it, because you can always add more, but heaven forbid you if you gotta take it out. And I've had that message too. One of our ladies was working on a brittle recipe, and she was like, Dory, I don't know. I used a different sweetener. It's way too sweet. It's so gross. What do I do? And it was an almond bark she was making. So I had her remelt it down, add some extra chocolate. We added a little bit of heavy cream, and it was more like that fudge that I made with nuts in it. But she was like, you know what? It saved it. It's not the crisp brittle that I originally aimed, but it's edible. So I want to tell you guys that too. If you have a fail, don't throw it away. Don't throw it away yet, because ingredients are expensive. Please, dear God, don't throw it away. Message on group. Send me a message and say, you know what? I've done this. It didn't work. Can we fix it? Because 99.999% of the time, it's fixable. It's something that can either be modified, reused, used as something else, broken down into something else, so that we don't have to waste the product. And my favorite story about that is Kathy Pocket Heese. I love her. Oh my God, I love her. So we were talking about mug cake and how you make your mug cake as a lava cake. And all you do is you cook it for 30 seconds left and it's all gooey. So she made one. She took a picture. I was out and about that day. So by the time I got home, I commented, I was like, oh my God, that is perfect. Like, how did it taste? And she's like, well, I don't know. I thought I did it wrong and I threw it out. I didn't even taste it. It didn't look like yours. What? Pardon my friends, but bitch, you threw away cake? Like, pardon my French. Bitch, you threw away cake and you didn't even taste it? And she's like, well, but it didn't look quite right. It didn't look just like yours. And I said, well, it didn't look just like mine because I used a combination of black and red cocoa and you used a standard medium brown cocoa. So when hers came out, she thought, well, that doesn't look like Dory's looks. That's not right. And she just threw it right in the garbage. And I was like, but it was cake. Now, I don't encourage anybody to be a garbage picker. Like, do not get me wrong, because, you know, people point at you and laugh at you and go, ha, garbage picker. But to throw away perfectly good cake because you didn't think it looked exactly right. So, please, dear God, don't just go around like hucking stuff. If you're like, oh, that didn't work, well, there's another $20 worth of ingredients down the road. Thanks, Dory, for that lame-ass recipe, by the way. Message me first and say, hey, this isn't working out. Like, did we do something wrong? Snoochie says, garbage diver. And I know this because my mother was really obsessed with these things when I was a child. She's like, oh my God, Dory, did you see that? Hop in the bin and grab that for me. No, Mother. I'm not climbing in the garbage bin. Oh, come on, you're small, you're little. You could like hop right in and hop right out. That's perfectly good stuff in that bin. Only crazy people throw away good stuff. I've mentioned my mother was a hoarder, right? I think only hoarders are like, oh my God, do you see that perfectly good stuff in the garbage? Go grab it. I'll tell you guys the funniest story about that. We were helping my grandma move from one senior's home to another. And again, my mother came by it naturally. My grandma was a pack rat. So one time she had bought a lampshade base. So it was just like the base that you would put fabric or something around. It was just like literally the wire base. Okay. So we're moving all the things for my grandma. And Dory hucks that in the garbage bin because, hello, it's not even an actual lampshade. She's had it for 20 years. Clearly, she's not making the lampshade project that she intended to do with it. Garbage. Dory tosses stuff. Garbage. My mom walks by and goes, well, why would you throw that away? That's perfectly good. It's brand new. And I kid you not. My mother picked it out of the garbage. I took it out of her hands. I bent it. And I put it back in the garbage. And my friend goes, that's the moment I knew I loved you forever, Dory. Like, no, you're not taking that garbage. Oh, it's perfectly good. Well, now it's broken. It's garbage and it's broken garbage now. So if you guys are hoarders, I'm not judging you. I'm just saying sometimes we need to let go of things. And this was a constant battle with me, with my mom. And the one thing I try to explain to her the most is that when you have so many things, when you surround yourself with things, it clutters your brain. And I know it sounds silly, but if you look around your home and you are surrounded by clutter and everywhere you look is another pile of things that you don't know where to begin to sort, our surroundings are organized like that. Because that is how our brain functions. So if we're able to get out of that habit, if we learn how to clear out what we don't need, we learn to do that mentally as well. We sort our things. We take them out once a year. We look at them and we say, this is a really useful something and I love it. I'm going to keep it. Oh, well, this is something that doesn't really do me any good anymore. Have I looked at it in the last year since I did this sort through? Not really. And that kind of works with our emotional baggage too. we get to take everything out and look at it and say, you know what? That person said something really nice to me. I like that. I'm going to keep that information. And you could say, you know what? So-and-so was a big dumb jerk and said I look fat in those pants. That's bad information, and I'm not going to keep that. But here's the secret. When we hoard things, we tend to hoard information too. So if you're the kind of person who surrounds yourself by things all of the time, you might be that kind of person mentally as well. And we might be storing more negative things than we need to because we get attached to the feeling of having the things. Like, it's not that I didn't understand my mother's compulsion to hoard. Trust me, I do. My grandmother was a hoarder. My mother was a hoarder. By nature, I am a hoarder. By nature. Hi, I'm Dory, and I am a reformed hoarder because I have to edit on the regular all of the time. What do I allow in my home? What do I allow in my space? What do I allow in my mind space? And I find that even though it doesn't really feel like it's attached, I feel like when I get to those low points where I'm like, dear God, everything around my house is unorganized. I don't even know where to start. Every corner I look makes me more disgusted than the last. I find those are also the times that I'm really worn down mentally. Like, I'm just exhausted. I've gone to the well too many times. I just don't have anything left to give. And I find that my home reflects my mental state. When I'm doing really good about staying organized, keeping my thoughts positive, clearing out my negative thoughts, I do the same thing around my house. And it becomes regular and it becomes second nature. And then when I let it slide for a little bit, all of a sudden I'm like, wow, how did I get under this? And we do it in every day. Like, I'll catch up my laundry and then I won't do laundry for 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh dear God, why do I have so much laundry? Why do you guys have to wear clothes every day? Like, you know, it's not that cold to go naked. I'm just saying. And my guy's like, you know, I work in construction, right? Like, sandblasting naked could probably be dangerous. And I was like, whatever, laundry, dude. Do you wash your laundry? No. Like, why am I the only person who does laundry? I don't know. I swear, I'm pretty sure you know how the washing machine works. But then, you know what? They always make some sort of lame, like, I'm doing it wrong by accident, so that you're like, get out of here. I will just do it for you. Like, you don't know how to use the washing machine. That's fine. Go away. And he's like, oh, well, you know, if you want to do my laundry, I really don't mind. You know, I don't want to do it wrong or break your machine or anything. So, you know, if you really want to, I could totally let you take care of the laundry. And I'm like, you suck. You suck. But I'll do it. I'll get really good. I'll catch up. Some weeks I do really good and I do 3 or 4 loads throughout the week and I'm totally caught up throughout the week. And on those weeks, I'm like, oh my God, hello, stand back, queen of the world. Yeah, I am. And I feel like everything is organized. I'm on top of my laundry. I've been unloading and loading the dishwasher. I've been, keeping myself sorted and busy and ready. And when I fall under that, where I'm like, what? I won't lie to you guys. It happened to me last week. Like, I caught up all the laundry before Diana came. I got all the laundry done. I did all my vacuuming. I literally shampooed all my carpets, which, by the way, after I shampooed all my carpets, my dog decided she would eat a sock and throw it up and poop it up and then rub her butt all over the floor. Because I really only spent the whole entire day shampooing my carpets, and that's also very convenient. It is super convenient. So I shampooed my carpets again. And I got all my laundry caught up so that I wasn't behind. And then Diana was here for 2 whole weeks. And the day before it was time for her to leave, I was like, well, I guess I better do up your laundry so you could take home clean laundry. And my guy was like, and I have to go to work next week and I don't want to do that naked. Of course, be all picky like that. So I did up a couple loads of laundry to get them going, but I still have 2 whole weeks of laundry looking at me in the face going, so, do you feel like a failure yet? You know you do. And I've even joked that one time I would make you guys do laundry with me because I just really hate doing laundry that much. Like, I don't know. I am no diva, but if I could ever afford help, it would be to do the laundry. Like, I wouldn't let anybody cook for me because I'm too picky. I don't think I'd even let them clean my house because they'd put stuff in the wrong spot. But I certainly would have no pride about letting somebody else do the laundry. Open applications if somebody wants to just hang out, be my best friend, eat my food, and do my laundry. You know, just putting it out there. You know what they say? If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So, if you're bored and you want to come to Canada and do my laundry, putting it out there. No pressure. Hashtag, you know you wanna. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nobody wants to do laundry. Like, actually, though, I think nobody wants to. Deborah says, I've been taking my tablet back and forth to the laundry room with me. Oh, see, and it's not just me. Like, I'm so glad it's not just me. Because on a week where I get really behind, it just, I won't lie, it really messes with my mental state. And I really feel like somehow I've dropped that ball. I'm not organized enough. And then I feel like I'm already starting the next week behind the 8 ball, right? Like, I feel like, you know what, it's Monday and I'm already behind. I didn't do last week's laundry. I didn't get this. I didn't get that done. So we're going to work on that this year. We're going to work a little bit on Dory's organizational skills. And if a little of that rubs off for you guys, yay! But this is the year that I learn to be more organized. So, yeah, we're gonna do some of that together too, because maybe it's just me, but I think it's probably not. So, you never know. So I'm gonna sign out, guys. I'm gonna eat the rest of my oatmeal, which I'm gonna have to warm up again because it's cold. But it's still yummy cold, but it's cold. So I'm gonna warm it up. I'm gonna have a snack, and I will see you guys later. But don't forget, I want to see how you celebrate National Keto Day. So if you post stuff, tag me. Tag me on Facebook. Tag me on Instagram. I want to see what you eating, baby. And stay tuned to see what I make out of bacon, and bacon fat. I don't even know what it's going to be yet, but I was like, you know what? I got me a couple packs of bacon in the fridge that have been calling my name. It might even be a bacon extravaganza day. I just don't know. I got me 2 packs, baby. 2 packs. Is there anything better than Saturday with 2 packs of bacon? Oh, I could think of one way. If it was Peterson's Farms bacon, because they don't ship to Canada either. If you guys live in the United States and you haven't tried Peterson's, I think we're maybe not friends, because they have the best bacon ever, and if they would send it to me, I would have it. And again, I have charmed them to send me bacon, and it's the same answer. We don't ship their Dory. We love you, but if we give some to you, then we gotta give some to everybody. And I'm like, but not everybody. Shh, just me. Shh, it's a secret. And they're like, yeah, you don't keep very good secrets, Dory. You would post all about it. And I'm like, well, yeah, you kind of got me there. Kind of got me there. So, have an awesome day, guys. Let's hang out a little later. And even if I don't do a video with you, I'll show you what I made with the bacon. But who knows? If it's an energetic day, ooh, Schneider's. You like the Schneider's bacon. I do like Schneider's. I love their old-fashioned crafted commercials, actually. Is it just me? Man, that commercial gets me every time. And I'm like, oh, we used to handcraft all our meats, and we still do. What? You still do? and the Oscar Mayer. Oh, God, we're going to end out with that. If you hate me, forgive me. I love you. Oh, I wish you were an Oscar Mayer wiener, 'cause that is what I really want to be. And if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me.